This is how quickly you can insert a table of contents in a Word document. So I'm going to assume you're using a Word document. If you're using Google Doc, that's a different style, but they are all similar. You start by, for both cases, you start by declaring the heading types. So I have written just some example texts for this. So my first style is my heading, first heading, second style, second heading, third style, third heading, and my fourth style is just the normal text that I used to write the book or whatever article I'm writing on. So all these ones are my normal texts. I'm just giving this as an extra example. So let's go and do this quickly. I want to keep this under 5 minutes, so let's start. So I select my first style, my first heading. So let's say I'm writing an article, and this article is about inflation. So this will be my inflation. So I'll just call it inflation, for instance. Or let's start with introduction. Introduction. And then let's say this one here is inflation, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. So I'm going to select that line, and I go to style, drop this down, and select heading 1. Then I'm gonna go to the second one. So this one is gonna be a sub, like it won't be as big as the first one, or it will be indented a little bit. So I'm gonna go to heading 2. Okay, so I'm gonna have it that way. So heading 1, heading 2. And then I'm gonna go to, I'll leave heading 3 for later. Now, wherever I want to insert my table of content, I'm gonna go and click there. So let's say I want to insert it here. I can click here and insert it here, but it will look ugly. You want your table of content on a separate page. It cannot share the same page with any other thing. So right here, I'm gonna go Control Shift Enter to go to my next page. You can also do page break to go to the next page. So you have to do insert, then page break. That's another way to go to next page. But we're already there, so we're in this page. I'm gonna go to references, and then on the left hand side, you can look for it on the toolbar. It can be anywhere, but in my own case, it's on the left hand side. So you drop down the table of content. There are 2 automatic tables of content. One of them says contents, the other one says table of content. That's the third one, which is manual. You have to type it in manually. Nobody wants to do that, because if your page grows or shrinks, then you have to manually edit the page numbers. So I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is just go here and pick one of them. I'm going to pick the one that says table of contents. Click on it, and the table is inserted automatically. Now remember, I have left heading 3 without giving it any style. So I'm going to call this example style, right? Example update. So this example update, I'm going to call it I'm going to give it heading 1. So select it, and then go to your home. Then I can drop this down and select heading 3. That's one way to do it. The second way to do it is I can just select heading 1, because I want heading 3 to look exactly like heading 1. So I select heading 1, and I click on this paint format, then use it to highlight that heading 3. It will be exactly like heading 1. Right, so then I'm gonna go to my table of content, click on it, and then click on update. So it's gonna ask me if I want to update page numbers only or update the entire table. I want to update the entire table because I inserted a new line. So click on OK, and it pulls that in. As you can see, style 1 and style 3 are on the same level of formatting, right? And style 2 still indented a little bit because we made it heading 2. If I want to change it back to heading 1, because they are all chapters, or book chapters, if I want them to be on the same level, all I need to do is go back, highlight either 1 or 3, and use the paint formatting. If I want to do this on multiple sections or multiple chapters, I have to double click on the paint formatting so it retains the formatting after I highlight 1. So this way I can go and highlight another. You can see the paint formatting is still there. Let me undo this. If I highlight this one and click the paint formatting only once, then I can only select one thing and it'll highlight it for me. That's done. So let's go quickly and update the table. Click on the table again, do the update, then entire thing, click, and then they are all in the same format right now, in the same level. All right. So this is how this works. All right. I'm gonna just shoot over a little bit. So let's change all of them to 2 or 3. Whatever you want to do, you can play around with it. Leave your normal text as is. You don't want to change that. And then as soon as you make this a heading, the font increases. You can override though. You can say I don't want it to be this big. Right now it is Calibri light and it's a heading, so I can change it to a bigger font. I can just increase it or decrease it. It's really up to you. I can also change it to another like Times New Roman. It will take whatever thing I gave it. Good. And because they're all the same heading style, I'm gonna